Hello students, in this video, you will learn about polyhedron and different types of polyhedrons. Before understanding this concept, can you give some examples of two-dimensional shapes? Yes. Circle, triangle, square, rectangle, etc. are the examples of two-dimensional shapes. But, do we have a three-dimensional shapes? What we call them as? A polyhedron is a three-dimensional solid, made up of polygons. It has flat faces, straight edges, and vertices. Let's understand this with an example. We have revised few two-dimensional shapes, so among them let's explore square in a three-dimensional shape. A cube is the three-dimensional shape of a square. Now, let me ask you a question. How many faces, vertices, and edges does a cube has? Yes, a cube has 6 flat surfaces. Let's check for the vertices. So, a cube has 8 corners, called vertices. Also, the line segments formed by joining two vertices, not diagonally, as shown here, are called edges. A cube has 12 edges. So, a cube has 6 faces, 8 vertices, and 12 edges. But, do we have any relationship between faces, edges, and vertices? The answer is yes. In any polyhedron, if we have the number of faces added to its number of vertices, and then subtract the number of edges, so the result we will get is 2. This relationship is known as Euler's formula. In the same way, let's find the vertices, edges, and faces of the pyramid. Consider the square pyramid shown. Why is it called a square pyramid? Because its base is a square. From the figure, can you tell how many vertices a square pyramid has? Square pyramid has 5 vertices, as shown. Now, if we discuss the faces, how many faces are there in the square pyramid? Pause the video and count it. Correct. Square pyramid has 5 faces. Similarly, we can get the edges of the square pyramid. Square pyramid has 8 edges. Does our Euler's formula hold true for a square pyramid? The answer is yes. As we have already calculated that, the pyramid has 5 vertices, 5 faces, and 8 edges. Putting it in the formula, we will get 5 plus 5 minus 8, which is equal to 2. Polyhedrons are classified into 2 types, based on the edges they have. They are regular polyhedron, irregular polyhedron. A regular polyhedron is also called a platonic solid, whose faces are regular polygons and are congruent to each other. In a regular polyhedron, all the polyhedral angles are equal. A polyhedron with irregular polygonal faces that are not congruent to each other and in which the polyhedral angles are not equal is called an irregular polyhedron.